Did you think it was all sunshine and birdies in Myrtle Beach? Well, think again. Today I'm breaking down the 5 most brutal finishing holes in the golf capital of the world. My name is Parker Houston. I'm a 5 handicap, and you're all things Myrtle Beach golf local expert here on YouTube. Thank you to Myrtle Beach Golf Trek, sponsor of the channel. If you're interested in a golf trip to Myrtle Beach, it's the best package company to use. Best prices, best customer service. Check out our website. There's prices of every course in the area, over 100 different hotels and resorts. We have our own app that you can, once everything's booked, you can pay and show your buddies the itinerary right on our app. Check the description. It's all linked in the description. You can email me directly about a trip. I'd love to help you out. My email is parkerplays@yourgolfpackage.com. So thanks to Myrtle Beach Golf Trek. Before we get started, I'm really not going to be talking about any par fives. I don't think a par five is that tough of a hole. There's options to play it safe off the tee or lay up on your second shot. I've seen a few videos or a little bit of research I did. 18 at River Club. I'm not saying that's a hard hole. I've hit a mid short iron in off the if you hit a good drive. So TPC, a little more case for, but you can still lay up. There's plenty of room to the right there on 18 at TPC. So really, it's going to be all par fours. Let's run down 5 or 6 honorable mentions that would have missed my top 5. Probably being on top 10 video. 18 at Wausau East. It's tight. There's water approaching the green. 18 at Pauley's, Marsh left, OB right, Caledonia. You just get a little nervy hitting into the green there, and potentially a lot of people watching, betting on you. Kings North is my screen just froze here. Kings North is it's long, 18 there, but it's pretty wide. A lot of bunkers, but wide fairway. So Eagle Nest, longish par 3. I would say if you're playing the tips, the perches out there would be in the top 5 hardest finishing, but Long Bay is also tough with dogleg over water, Tidewater. You got to fit a tee shot in there before, hopefully don't reach that hazard. So, but let's go get into our official top 5 most brutal finishing holes. Number 5 is the 18th at Glen Dornoch, 455 yards from the tips, 427 from the one up. Unless you can carry it like 300 yards and dead straight, you're going to have to lay up with a long iron or a fairway wood down the right, and you got marsh to deal with off that, and then you have a long iron approach to tricky double green there, beautiful green right on the intercoastal waterway. So tough hole, could potentially be 2 long irons. I know when I did play there, they had the one up tee box pushed way up. It was less than 360 or 70, so that was easier there. But if you're playing the tips, definitely Glen Dornoch, the 18th hole, can kill around in a heartbeat. So yeah, let's move to number 4. Is Leopard's Chase. It's 440 from the tips, 421 up. There's water up the left, sand up the right, a little bit uphill, pretty tight. There's a waterfall feature right next to the green, undulating green. So just a long, hard, tight hole. I got a lot of beauty to it. So I hit it in the sand to the right, and then a little bit thin over the green, and real undulating green. I think I barely even 3-putted. So made bogey, but good hole. One of the most beautiful finishing holes there. Leopard's Chase. Go check that out. I think they're definitely underrated. That particular course at Ocean Ridge is really good. So let's move on to number 3 is True Blue, the 18th. I keep saying the 18th. They're all the 18ths, obviously, but 440 water up the left, 420 from the one up. They're basically same as Leopard's Chase because they're sand up the right. And you get the same little nervy level with that you get at Caledonia right there at True Blue. It's actually probably even closer. People right on the eating right there on the balcony. So really tough green. Water extends all the way up to the green. You miss right. You think's the bailout region, but that leaves a really tough sand shot or pitch. Maybe we can put the clip in my series there. I'd downwind pitch, just rolled all the way off the green. I did make the comeback or made par there, but you miss right. That's a really tough, flop shot. I think's the way to play it. Bump and runs, tricky through Bermuda, but flop shot, you're basically making bogey if you miss right. So Beautiful approach there, tough hole. I'm sure a lot of guys even getting off the tees, no bargains. So but yeah, let's move on to the second most brutal finishing hole is Prestwick, number 18 at Prestwick. Same thing, it's 440, then 420. Mounds and thick rough, and even OB kind of creeps up on the left side, and then water all up the right. There's a little more room on the right than it looks, but because there used to be a bunker down there, but if for that forgiveness, it makes up for it with the green. The approach is tight little. It's a long, skinny green. A lot of it, pretty much the most undulating that we've mentioned yet. A lot of different sections where the pins can be. You can't miss short left. You're gonna have a down slope on your chip. If you miss long right, you're up a big up slope, slipping away. Ton of tricky little pin positions, and that's not even to mention if there's fair bunkers and mounds, thick roughs. So it's 440 water. I always just tense up a little bit when you got like water and OB on both sides, and so that to me is the second hardest finishing hole. If we included like 17 and 18 holes, the final two holes at all the courses, and Prestwick gets the number one. 17 is one of the trick. I know I mentioned earlier about the par fives, but 17th at Prestwick, that's a different story. That's one of the hardest par fives you'll ever see. So quick story about that. A couple years ago in the Myrtle Beach Classic qualifier, one poor kid, one of the kids, I think it was, I have to look this up, it was either like a 16 or 18 on that hole, but future Parker here. So yeah, that was potentially a slight embellishment. We did, however, find a 10 and a 13 on hole 17 at Prestwick. Wow. We interrupt here to bring you same day recording footage of hole 18. See if we can play it well. Yep, makes it a lot easier with a good tee shot like that. Trickled into the rough, but it's way down here, only 98 yards. Not showing its true character. I've hit long iron into this, in the winter. But see what happens. Should be putting. Not on the green. Told y'all it was a hard hole. Just look at these mounds behind me here. So tough hole. Still bogeyed it even with only 98 yards in. Well, back to my living room, bedroom. Yeah, so good course, good finisher there. But number one, the hardest finishing hole we're going with is Barefoot Die, because it's actually 470 yards, but basically the same thing as number 9 at Prestwick. Pete Dye, they're both Pete Dyes. Pete Dye loves that dog leg, little bit bend to the left with water on the corner. 18 at Sawgrass, Harbor Town, Barefoot Die. Prestwick, then when he designed it, that what number 9 was the 18th hole, so that was same thing there. But man, what a hole! It's 470, so I'm giving that the nod. Longest of these 18ths that we discussed. Water up the left, mounds and sand right. The water, the difference. The main thing that makes this stand out to me, besides the length, is how close the water on the approach comes. You can be maybe 10, 15, 20 feet left of the pin, but it's hitting that corner and bouncing down in the hitting the bulkheads and bouncing down in the water. It's really tight on the left side of that green. Usually a mid to long iron. It's 415 from the one up. It's still all you want on a par four. I actually in the Myrtle Beach series. My every course in Myrtle Beach series is come. This video is coming out real soon, around the time I'm posting what you're watching now. So episode 51, I actually double bogeyed it to post my highest round in the series. So hit a decent tee shot, hit that what we're just talking about, decent approach, but went just trickled a little bit too far left, dropping front of the green, 3-putt, quick double. So tough. What a tough finish. Pete Dye, he's going to give you a tough finish on all his courses, but he gets number 2 and number 1 here in Myrtle Beach. So let me know what y'all think of the top 5 most brutal finishing holes. If there's any that I definitely mentioned, I think or missed, I think I would hit most of them with the honorable mentions there. Some of you guys might have different orders and whatnot. So give this video a like, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Let me know if you have any suggestions of other top 5 videos in Myrtle Beach that I can discuss and preview and talk about for you guys. So thanks. See you guys in the next one. Peace.